This zone is a Candlemaker's workshop. It's the third zone I've kind of spent any real time in the new expansion, the Shattering of Ro. I'm not super impressed with this so far. The mobs are spread out. It's easy to wander through the zone. I'm working a quest in which involves killing some mobs. Scarred Grove, I've now figured out the quest in Scarred Grove, and I'm going to work on the mercenaries. To me, that's very much the Lorien's Inn style zone, where you're going to go to grind experience, to do quests over and over, and it's fairly easy. I think you need a zone like that. It's perfectly appropriate. It's a great place to work up your levels. Scarred Grove is going to be the beginning zone, initial zone for most everybody, if I'm correct. So that's your easy zone. You need an easy zone. Labyrinth of Spite is, so far, to me, a hard zone. The mobs are tough. They hit hard. If you get 4 mobs, they're going to walk through you, in my opinion, my experience. There's a mix of invis mobs. The mobs have wide aggro radius. It's excellent. It's excellent in terms of we need a hard zone where you need crowd control. You need a bard or a enchanter. So I'm really impressed with that. I've run into a big spider mob that has a buff that I'm beginning to think might be the equivalent of our Aureate's Bane that you find in the Outer Brood, in that it drains you of mana very quickly, it drains you of hit points, and it debuffs your spell casting so that your spells have 2 additional seconds added. So if you do like a heal, Burst of Dayspring, it's going to just hang there for 2 seconds before it starts counting down to your normal half second or quarter, whatever it is. So that was, I had to gate out. I've gone there with a shaman friend and we've explored, but again, the aggro radiuses are wide. It's a great zone in terms of something that's genuinely challenging. And paired with someplace like Scarred Grove, I think that's a nice mix. I hope they don't tone down Labyrinth Spite too much. It's got some underground areas I've not gone in. Scarred Grove may have some tunnel areas I've not gone in yet, but I have found the mercenary quests in Scarred Grove and started working those. So here's the thing. The Candlemaker's workshop, so far I'm not, it's beautiful, it's interesting, it's got some clever and creativeness to it in terms of the actual visual presentation. Just the mobs are so spread out, and I'm able to handle them fairly easily, which, I want to be able to handle them, but I've got Scarred Grove, so how many easy zones do you need? I found a quest right away. I've started working on that quest. But I like a little more challenge. I think that the last 2 expansions have been... Now, the missions are different. I haven't tried the missions in this expansion at all, and I'm not going to take away from the fact that the Hero's Forge is a genuinely difficult mission, and the missions in... At least 2 of the missions in the Outer Brood are genuinely difficult, and they've got some really clever anti-boxing techniques there, which, you either hate that or you are fine with it. I'm fine with it because I don't box much anymore. I don't box missions at all. I generally box with a bard or I will sometimes go up to 3 if I have to, but I prefer just not to box at all. So this is the new expansion. I understand there's going to be some changes in the spells. We'll see how they are. The damage shield seems to be going up significantly. Again, this is beta, so all of this stuff may change. The maps are out now, which means you can find your way around the zones a little bit easier. I'm happy with that. I was enjoying not having the maps. I enjoy having the maps. Just having some fun. Let's see. As you can see, I'm just running through here. I'm making mistakes occasionally. But here, pull something. Okay, yeah, I was testing here. So I've got the quest. and I'm trying to see, and I just killed a clear Solus of Ro type. And I was like, okay, will this guy count as part of the quest? He does not count as part of the quest. You can watch the rest of it. It's just me knocking up points. You know, I have to kill 10 Solus Ro camp mobs. And then I do that. I find the clue. I go back to the quest giver. I give him the clue. And there's a whole bunch of additional steps that I'll have to do. This is the Shattering of Ro expansion. Good luck, guys. I'll talk to you later.